everybody, I'm back. Today's video is going to be on mommy product. I know so far my categories of things that I've been reviewing have been mainly beauty oriented, and I'm going to be doing a lot more of those because that is a big interest of mine. I love makeup, I love hair, I love just, you know, anything like that. However, I'm also a mommy, I'm also a wife, so there are other things outside that category that do interest me and that are money savers and that have been helpful to me and that I'm also interested in purchasing to try out. So there'll be some videos of that. I hope that doesn't bother anybody that was looking forward to more makeup stuff. I will be doing more, I promise. It's just, gotta share other parts of my life too. So I also wanted to thank everybody for so much support. My Bye Bye Foundation video has now gotten over 1,000 views and I really appreciate it. It was pretty exciting. I don't know. I tell everybody that once I hit 1,000 views, I was like, we're getting a maid. I know it doesn't work like that. I'm still the maid here. But anyways, it was just pretty cool to see that people were interested in what I had to say and that had feedback and were, you know, giving me positive comments, and it was just really neat to see. So anyways, back to the item at hand. So today's video is about a mommy product. My son was born pretty much with allergies. We live in a windy area, and ever since I can remember, I think till about the time he was about 3 months of age, he's always been very congested, and he continues to get that way every so often when the seasons change and when it gets a little windy and dry around here. So he is now 3 years of age and is still continuing. And also now with my daughter, she's showing similar signs. Not as bad, but she's showing similar signs of that, and now that she's starting to teeth, it seems to be a little bit more so. So the problem, I used to have problems with the manual aspirators in order to remove any nasal congestion, or I'm not going to use the words mucus or phlegm other than those last 2 times that I just said, because it's just gross. I'm not doing it. I'm a former medical assistant at Family Practice Office, and there's just words I don't like, and those are 2 of them. So anytime I had to remove fluid from my son using a manual aspirator, such as this was one from the hospital, was pretty difficult. So if the fluid was very loose, I could get it out easily. However, we know as mommies, sometimes that's not the case. It's way up in there, it's very thick, or whatever the case may be. So I was relying quite a bit on steam and vapor baths and everything to kind of loosen him up, hoping, crossing my fingers, he would sneeze and kind of relieve himself, different things like that. Until I bit the bullet and we bought an electronic nasal aspirator. The one that we first purchased that has been our go-to ever since then, and now along with our daughter we're using it, is the Graco brand, and it's the Graco Nasalclear battery operated aspirator. So again, it's battery operated, it's not rechargeable, it's not electronic where you can plug it in. It's battery operated, requires 2 AA batteries, and it's pretty easy to use, clean, everything. So I'm going to show you how it looks. That's it. Bottom portion right here detaches to have the 2 batteries there in place. It does have some gripping little grooves there to make your hand comfortable. I always compliment the weirdest things about products, but it's very easy on your hand. Aspirating a screaming, crying child, and you know, having to kind of, you want your hand to be comfortable, you know, not every part of you has to be stressed out. So it has a little rubber tip, so this is rubber as well. Like I said, I just had a better response from my child when I used this versus this. I don't know why. Okay. Now, so it's got a little rubber tip. This does come off. Everything comes apart so you can clean it good, because I don't want anybody to think like, I was a little nervous about that when we purchased it, about germs and bacteria and anything that could grow. So it does come off. You can clean the whole area a little bit. I'm going to show you. So when you're using this, you're going to insert the rubber tip into the nostril, and this yellow button right here, it has a power symbol on it. Let me get a little closer. Close-ups are not good. It's got a little power button. That's the suction button. This little button down here is a different little feature. It plays music. My son loved that a lot when he was little, and actually it's a bit of a distraction for my daughter too when I have to clean her up. So you insert this little part into the nostril, and then you're going to push the power button, and that's the noise it makes. That's the noise it makes standard. when you are doing it accurately and you're getting things out of there, you're going to hear more of a, here's another not so fun word, moist sound when you're doing it. Any fluid that you're able to aspirate is going to go down into this cup. So the good thing about it is you know if you're doing it right because you're going to be able to see that you're doing it right and you're getting the right stuff out. The bad thing about it is you're going to be able to see. Either way, you're kind of screwed. You're going to have to see it. So just get used to it. As mommies, we're kind of used to anything gross. And again, just like I said, as much as this is detachable, this is also detachable. So you just unscrew it to the left and you're able to remove the cup in which the material is emptying out into, and then you just rinse it and put it away. So I'm going to show you how this works. I'm not going to show you actual nasal material. I'm going to actually demonstrate this on an edible substance first as to not gross you out, but I am also going to have a little cameo appearance by my 4-month-old so that way I can show you that she does pretty well with it. And as long as you're gentle and you don't tend to freak them out or stress them out in any way, I think it does help. Some kids, however, it does not matter what you do with anything. You could be holding a lollipop in your hand, they're still going to freak out. My son is very difficult to aspirate with now that he's 3. But when he was little, it was much easier. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this is helpful for some of you mommies, especially first-time mommies that are maybe having this difficulty and are not sure what to use. This is worth it. I wanted to also mention that this was about $23 at CVS, I think, when we purchased it. Again, 3 years ago, so I'm not sure what it would be now. I looked online and eBay seemed to be the cheapest. It was about $22.99. Other places, I think the max price I saw was $29.99. So it's a little pricey, I guess, for cheapskates like me, but it does work. And again, I'm not sure what the issues were with people when they were saying that it went out, if it was a motor issue, if it was defective, but 3 years I've had this bad boy and I really, really do like this product and it's been my go-to ever since. So hope you like the video.
Alright, so our demonstration material is going to be Jell-O. I've stirred it around and broken it up quite a bit so it'll be easily suckable. And we're going to use black cherry for those of you that are curious. Go ahead and grab your nasal aspirator in the hand of your choice, but just make sure your thumb is the one on the power button so it'll be easier to use. And I'm going to show you a side profile of it sucking up the material. There you go, right into the cup. And we'll go ahead and do it one more time. The material does get thinned out quite a bit by the suctioning through the nasal tip into the tube into the cup, so you can tell it looks a little bit more liquidy, but it's easier to clean that way, so that is a plus. You just unscrew and then dump the contents. This is my 4-month-old daughter, Melody. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I aspirate her. I usually do little pauses in between, so that way she doesn't hold her breath for an extended period of time. But as you can tell, it doesn't seem to bother her at all. She lets me do it without fighting me, and she tends to enjoy the music when I put it on from the aspirator.
Alright, so that's it. I hope you did find this helpful. I will be having some new videos coming out soon. And they are going to be beauty related just because we found some cool things that I wanted to try out. And I'm debating on whether or not I want to try them live out on a video for the first time or if I want to play with them beforehand so I can give you some opinions right off the bat. Maybe it'd be fun to do a live video, so to speak, so you can see my actual reactions to things when they don't work out so well. So I look forward to filming those for you guys, which they should be up this week. Again, thank you guys for all the support and the love. Make sure you subscribe and make sure to hit that like button if you would. Any comments or thoughts from you, maybe things that I should try out that you think would be better in anything that I'm doing, mommyhood, motherhood, wife, whatever, just go ahead and leave those down in the comments. I am very quick to respond. So that would be great. It would just be interesting to talk to you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hi again, everyone. I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Really, that's an intro. Sorry for the delay. I hope you weren't waiting for me in your busy life. I swear, intros are the most difficult, awkward thing in the world. You could do it with a cloud, it'd be so soft, or that's such a stupid example. Hi again, everybody.